It may be Friday night, but we've had a full week of high school football thanks to Hurricane Ian moving some things around. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night games. We're catching up with all of them tonight.
And over in Crawfordville, a rivalry was renewed tonight. The War Eagles and Rickards meeting for the first time since 2019, a game that saw OT, and it was a fun one. Those highlights coming up as Friday night overtime starts right now.
ABC 27 Friday Night Overtime.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Overtime, a wild week of high school football, Kyle. Thanks to Hurricane Ian. Every night this week, we had some ball.
Yeah, we had Tuesday night lights, Wednesday night lights, Thursday night lights, and now, of course, it is Friday. No game of the week this week. That game is supposed to be Branford at Lafayette, big region game in 1A rural in Florida, but Ian Allison ruining that.
Yeah, unfortunately, going to be a good game, too, when it does get played. A total of 22 games either got moved or canceled this week, but we had a solid group that waited to see what this weather was going to do, and they were rewarded.
Yeah, they were.
Beautiful night. A lot of good football weather tonight.
It was.
It sure was. Rickards and Wakulla, two of those teams where patience paid off. The War Eagles hosting Rickards tonight out in Crawfordville.
And this one scoreless until late in the second. Wakulla making something happen. Hayden Cleese finding Samron Brinson to the one they would score, and Wakulla led 7-0 at the break.
There you go. How about the first play of the second half? Here come the Raiders. Jakari Winters throwing a strike to Rico Watkins, and the senior turn on the Jets. To the house he goes. This one would be tied up at 7-all.
But back come the War Eagles, late 3 now. How about Cleese making some magic happen? A lot of scrambling, but Allison, he spots his man, and Brinson comes down with it. Wakulla goes in front. This one, as mentioned earlier, goes to OT, and Wakulla wins a tight one, 21-20.
What a game. A big district game for Giles tonight, welcoming in the 4-1 Mosley Dolphins. Timberwolves looking to ride momentum from getting their first win last week. Trailing, getting on the board in the first quarter, courtesy of Bobby Inksler. He don't miss. It's 7-3. Second quarter, Mosley now up 14-3. Raiden Bruins gets a hand on the pass. It's the big guy, Devin Mallard, who hauls it in, runs it back for a bit. Mosley would score off that turnover. They're up 21-3. T-Wolves trying to make anything happen here. Trent Hartung connecting with Luke Aikens, who dips out of the way of that defender. Huge game for the T-Wolves. They settle for another field goal, but again, Bobby doesn't miss. 21-6 the score at the half, of course. All the action happening after we leave. Childs, why do you do this to me? They get a big win, 28-21 over Mosley.
But we're happy. Godby still looking for that first win at Mariana tonight in a 2 Suburban District 3 battle. First drive of the game, the Godby defense, the tip and the pick. But nothing, unfortunately, would come of that drive. But how about later in the first quarter? We are scoring. Christian Sims here with all kinds of time. A beautiful pass to his man who is scoring. Touchdown Cougars. And Godby leads at 6-0. Under a minute to go in the half. That Godby defense back at it. Chedrick Henry somehow ends up with the ball.
There he goes.
And he will score. Godby leads 12-0, and they get that first win, 22-14.
There you go. Now Sneeds, they're undefeated on the year. Region game tonight against Liberty County. Opening drive for the Pirates. Avon Tyus here dropping back the deep ball to Dalton Brown, who makes the great catch right on the money. Sneeds would score a few plays later. They lead 6-zip. Later in this one, Sneeds with the rock again. Jason Patterson taking the handoff. He does the rest. 25-yard score. Pirates, no problems tonight, Kyle. 34-0 the final. They are 6-0.
In 1 Suburban District 1, Monroe at Rocky Bayou looking to open district play with a win, up 41-zip at the half. Good way to still do it here. Austin Perkins adding to it. 27 yards to the house. That makes it 48-0. This one all Bobcats. 54-0 your final.
We had just one game across South Georgia tonight in our viewing area. Grace Christian in their first 11-man season hosting Harvester Christian. big game too. It's a GIAA Single A Region 1 matchup. A lot on the line. Homecoming night too for the Cougars, so they really want that win. Jumping out to a first quarter lead thanks to a Japhis Ferguson touchdown run. It's 6-0. Second quarter now. Cougars on top 12-8. Harvester responding with a touchdown of their own. Greg Stocking to take a 14-12 lead later in the first half. Check this catch. Kevin Brooks, the juggle action. They cap off the drive in the same way. Hayden Cohen to Brooks, this time for a touchdown. Cougars led 26-14 just before the half. Happy homecoming, guys. 40-14, the final in that one. Hey, Cougar cheerleaders, take us to break.
You are watching Friday Night Overtime on ABC 27. Let's go Cougars!
What's up, everybody? The War Eagles Marching Band from Ocala High School, our Friday Night Overtime Band of the Week.
Now, it's been a crazy week of football, just 6 games tonight, Allison, thanks to Hurricane Ian moving things around, of course.
Yeah, we said earlier in the show, 22 games either got moved or canceled this week. Insane. We had games every single night of this week. No games on Monday, but games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then we have some more on this upcoming Monday. A lot of big games over the last couple days. A lot of our Georgia teams actually began region play this week, and we're going to talk about all that right now.
Right now, undefeated Thomas County Central opening 6A Region 1 play Wednesday night, hosting Veterans. First quarter down 7 until Ricky Fulton finds a gap, and he's gone. Looks untouched for the score, and we're tied. Jackets take the lead, and Trey Benton gives them the lead a little further. Using his inner Marshawn Lynch, fighting all the way for the score. It's 13-7. And they'd have no issues after that. 48-21, Central wins 6-0 and 1-0 in region play.
And 4A, the road to a Region 1 title for Cairo began with Shaw out to the early lead here. Braylon Robinson keeping it, adding to it. It's 17-0 Syrup Makers. Makers led 24-zip at the half. Third quarter, Robinson connecting with Tyree Kelly for the 17-yard touchdown strike. Cairo wins this one big, 34-0. And get this, Kyle, this defense hasn't given up any points in 10 quarters.
That's good. How about in 3A? Thomasville made the trip to Albany for a Region 1 toss-up with Monroe. Dogs striking first thanks to E.J. Bean, and it's 6-0 later. Now 13-7, Cameron Hill right on the money to DJ Thurman. The Bulldogs extend their lead, and Thomasville stays one step ahead. Big win for them last night, 25-14.
We had a little across-the-border action this week, too. Colquitt County was 5-0 entering this week's matchup with Lincoln, averaging close to 40 points per game, giving up just 11. Now, Lincoln coming off a bye week, looking for a big night after falling to Bartram Trail the week before. First quarter for you guys. Trojans trailing, but getting on the board here. Joseph Sobeski weaving his way around that backer defense, finding pay dirt. It is 13-7. Second quarter now. Pack putting some more points up. Nico Fan finding Landon Thomas. It's 20-7 Colquitt County, and the Pack, they stay perfect. 6-0 now on the year, 30-7, the final in that one.
In Tallahassee Wednesday, Brent Hill and his North Florida Christian squad perfect on the year, hosting MACLAY in the battle for Meridian Road. The home team striking early and often, already up 7. J.P. Pickles finding Leon Washington, and it's 14-zip. Second quarter now, 23-0. Pickles to Washington. Rinse and repeat. And he's in for another Eagle score. It's 30-0. The Marauders strike just before halftime. Michael Grant, the keeper. But NFC undefeated for a reason, folks, and they'll stay that way. 58-7, the final. A ton of region games Wednesday night across Georgia, and in Nashville, more of the same. Berrien open region play at Worth County last week. They lost, so looking to get on the right track in AA Region 1 Wednesday against Jeff Davis. The visitors winless on the year, and how's this for a start? Opening kickoff, Josiah Davis fields it, and Allison, you know what's about to happen. He is gone. 79 yards, returning the opening kick for a touchdown. touchdown, and the Rebels take the early 7-0 lead. But how about the Rebels not done after scoring? Jeff Davis kicks it off again,
No.
and they shouldn't have. How about history repeating itself? Davis fields this one again, and once again, he is going to go all the way to the house.
Oxygen.
And some water and whatever he needs. 84 yards
Whatever
this
he
time.
wants.
The Rebels get a big win, 42-24.
I hope he got a nice big meal after that. Also in AA Region 1, Cook hosting Sumter County. Hornets with a shot to win their 4th game in a row. Second half tie ball game. How about this Cook defense? Jamarcus McCray coming up with it. Hornets at the 1-yard line. Drew Folsom slipping through the pile. Hornets move on top 13-7, and they would ice it up here. McCray coming up big once again, breaking this pass up.
Ooh.
That's ball game, folks. Cook wins this one 13-7.
And a non-region game, Mitchell County on the road at Terrell County. 1:30 left in the half. Twan Gilbert takes the kickoff back. Mitchell County leads at 18-6. Terrell County fighting in the 4th. Devontae James scores, and Terrell leads at 22-18. But the Eagles, they would take it right back. The handoff to Tony Burks, and he puts them on top again.
What a game.
For good. Ices it 26-22. Allison, your final score.
A lot of big games this week. I would say tonight, but I feel like all week. Again, we had games
all over.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then tonight, of course. 22 games were moved this week. We have some teams playing on Monday. If you want all those scores, all the highlights, once again, it's all up on the website, WTXL.tv. Tonight, high school. Tomorrow, college. We got a lot of big games coming up.
Yeah, Florida State and FAMU both at home. Maybe FSU staying undefeated. A lot of bulletin board material from Wake Forest this year, so we'll see FAMU, Mississippi Valley State looking to extend that streak.
Exactly. Valdosta State, good luck on the road. See you next week.